Oh, welcome one and all to the next piece of scenery in the Shadow War Armageddon set. So just below here you can see the bit that I've been spraying my models on and stuff, so don't worry about the background here. It's the scenery we're here to look at. So yeah, just to sort of show, again, trying to dirty this whole piece up. This is one of those interconnecting walkways, and all of the ladders I'm going to definitely keep separate and then do something, you know, just try and fit them in as and where I can. It's the same paint scheme as before, with essentially it going up into that sort of almost Terminator Deathwing colour on the armour plating and any bits like that, and then the rest all being like messed up, dirtied silver. And boy, we've got some real hot sun here, so I don't know how much it's blocking out on this, but yeah, just trying to pay some attention on the rivets again of the metal, getting some rust on there again with the typhus corrosion, and then on with the riser rust. And you know, those little moments when you can really, like in those recesses there, really rust it up, really sort of get it dirtied up with rust. Light, let there be light. And the autofocus was good. Yeah. So yeah, I particularly also like these little parts here with the sort of mechanicum skull things with the chains and hooks, and like it's on a little wheelie thing that goes along. And yeah, the skull, see, it was just really fast done, like grab a paint and just do it as I can. Whoa, I just got attacked by something. That's the summer, almost summer. That was Balthazar gold on the skull, and then just like loads of washes of just whatever brown wash I could lay my hands on. It wasn't Agrax, I tell you. Some other stuff, just really trying to split the palette up, and then saying, oh, I don't care what I highlight this up with. I just grabbed some Sigmarite, which is a technical dry, and just stuck that on the skull over, just sort of dry brushed that on pretty heavily. You know, trying to pick those teeth out with a bit of gold to contrast against the Balthazar gold. The old Balthazar gold was never gold anyway, was it? It was more sort of that brassy kind of deal there. So just mixing two colours that don't necessarily go together in that sort of highlighting sense, but saying, do you know what? Let's not have everything all look the same. Let's just do something else. Yeah. So yeah, they I really tried to mess up the skulls that are on the front of these little armor plating bits here for this walkway, and yeah, like the top of it, really trying to mess that up as well. Really trying to get it grim in some places, especially over sort of here where you can see it's real dirty. Look at that grime. Really getting in there and saying, you know what, this has not been looked after. And then there's other places where it's not so bad, but yeah, like there's history in this, you know, there's already been battles fought and blood, and it's not been cleaned up. And I particularly like these fan vents. You know, my personal experience with desktop PCs is the fans getting clogged with so much crap and muck. So the ability to be able to do it here with these only seems right somehow, doesn't it? And again, you know, on these pipe interconnecting relays, you know, oh, there's been a bit of a burst part there where it's been all like spilling out with this muck stuff's been coming out, this oil and whatever. I don't quite know why those pipes are going into that flat base, to be honest. It doesn't massively make sense to me, because what is it? It's just a, oh no, it's pipes on the other side. Okay, now that's good. And it's just pipes coming through to go through somewhere else, isn't it? So yeah, they come through that side and then go out down the other side and down and away. Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, a bit of a leak there, and it's kind of run down and everything's just dirtied. So yeah, and you know, same over here. Everything's got dirty in the recesses. It all needs a good cleaning. And again, that scraping effect down here with the with the browns. Again, that's just a large brush that's had some of the typhus corrosion on it. It's been abused in my dry brushing sort of techniques with that typhus, just trying to wash all of this over. And then where the bristles are all like splayed out, just very, very delicately going down in these sort of, in these like, isn't it? It's almost not there. It's not like a purposeful drag. It's just like these little touches, these little, it's not flicks, because you are trying to draw it down, and in some cases it's getting the typhus on there, like chucking it into a gap somewhere, and then getting your thumb and just trying to like run it up, and if it's too much, just like, you can actually take a lot of it off and it just leaves the recesses to either side and that sort of thing. And that's always a good kind of look you could go for. Just sort of play with it with your thumb, with your fingers, with the different kinds of brush, and see the effects you get. Definitely go in with some typhus corrosion. It's great fun. Yep, so there we go. Another piece of scenery down, just needs varnish sealing. Till next one, I'll see you at the table.